Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, internet. Welcome to the stream. My name is Steampunk Fiend. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. And if not, welcome to the Barkade. Let's hopefully change as we sit back and relax for probably a shorter stream today, as we just do some art and we faff about, do some things, have a good time. Hopefully, it's the dreaded time, y'all, where we get ready for Artfight, which means I got to do a lot of work on my end. Alrighty. I think we're going to get rid of the Ko-Fi thing for today. Because I, to be honest, forgot about it. But hey, look at that. It's Clip Studio Paint. Who would have thunk? So, y'all, this is last week's Friday stream. Speaking of, I'll probably mention this a couple of times during stream. I was dumb. After I took 2 weeks ago, it was Thursday and Friday off. I had set the very short Nothing Burger Cyberpunk stream to private. And then for whatever reason, YouTube has this thing where it doesn't revert it back to being public when you make a new video. Or a new live system, or a live stream, I should say. So both last Thursday's Cyberpunk stream and the Friday stream of Warframe just did not exist as far as the algorithm was aware, which probably for the better. It was a nice quiet time. I'd have to worry about like managing anything, which was nice. But I felt bad for anybody that might have wanted to tune in, because I forgot those were hidden. But I mean, it was live on Twitch. I mean, it doesn't really matter there. But we made it work. I figured it out. It's all good. We are actually. Do I have I think I'm just gonna make a new one here. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna do a little bit of drawing. Actually, also, let me find this other thing I had. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So, let's do this first and foremost. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum bum. For anybody on YouTube, since you guys can't hear it, I am listening to Monopoly's 1995 OST from the CD-ROM game of that same year. And so you might hear me like mouthing around, like enjoying the music and stuff. So you were like wondering, like, what the fuck is this dude saying? I'm just listening to music. Apologies, y'all. But hey, this is the Artfight card we got to do. Actually, I probably should save this as. Oh, saving things is hard. Save as. Hello, Fari. How you doing? Let's save this as Artfight. Tragedy card. No. Hold on. We're doing stuff. Here. Oh, not that. Yes. In here. Can't spell either. Alright, there we go. Finally a stream. Just kidding. I'm good. How about you? Good to hear. I'm good. I technically did have 2 streams last week. I just... Oh, man. This is both my fault and YouTube's fault. Because... For whatever reason, YouTube's infinite wisdom, and I'm being sarcastic there. They take so if I make a video private after it's a live stream, right? After it's done, it's a VOD, right? For whatever reason, in their infinite wisdom, they make future live streams, which shouldn't necessarily be tied to what the settings are for a video. They make future live streams also privated. So I just forgot to change last week's stream from private to public when they were going live. So they still exist, I think, on the live tab. Let me see if they're actually there or not. But if you need content, you want to catch up, it's me talking to Twitch chat basically for 6 hours. I think they're here. Yeah, they're there on they are there on the live stream. Man, the thumbnails, is YouTube like auto compressing thumbnails now? What the fuck? That's kind of crazy. Weird. I don't know. Anyways, this is for Artfight, which is a annual event where artists come together to give each other fan art, essentially, based on their characters, based on ideas they have, or stuff like that. And it's kind of come together as a gamified system where you come together as teams, and as you make those pieces of fan art, they earn points for your side of the quote-unquote fight. And whoever has the most points, whichever team has the most points, at the end of the month, at the end of July, wins. So we're getting set up for this. I have most of my characters put up there, but I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do some more of my saucy characters, because I have some more adult-oriented characters that I wanted to do and get art of, but it's really tough for me to decide whether or not I'm going to make art fight at public space or one where I can feel comfortable being an adult. I don't know. What are the teams? We have 3 actually this year. We have team comedy, team mystery, and team tragedy. I'm on team tragedy, and these are themed after the theater masks. The what are they called? See if I know what they're, because I know some people call them comedy masks. Comedy and tragedy masks. I guess what they're called. Drama mask, I guess, is more fitting. But yeah, they represent quote unquote like the performing arts. Correct. So every year there's a new theme, and there's not always 3 of them. Usually it's just 2 going against each other. And anybody can participate who wants to. You just have to be an artist, as long as you feel comfortable doing art. Whether it be, I think you can do written art. I could be wrong. I think I might be wrong there. But you can do visual arts. You can do drawings, videos, short GIFs and stuff, short little animations and stuff. As long as you feel like you're comfortable making it art or making art for other people, you're welcome at Artfight. And as long as you play by the rules and stuff and aren't a prick or overly very lewd, because that's a problem on Artfight. Anyways, we're gonna start doing our icon here. So I'm gonna make an icon. Let's do icon backing. We'll call this. And I'm going to go off of my, the one I currently use, just for fun. I think I'm going to make it a little different, though. Why is there like a little, there's like a little thing here. What the fuck? Weird, they had a little free-floating pixel there. Artfight, how dare you? I'll chase you to the ends of the earth. I think I gotta pull it from here really quick. So yeah, this is what we're gonna base it off of here. I'm actually gonna throw this a reference up here for myself. Oh no, I don't host this. This is hosted by just like a community organization that supports Artfight. It's basically like a small committee of folks who put it on every year, but it reaches like millions of people. I don't know how long this has been going. Actually, I could probably find out. I think it's been going since like the mid 2010s, I'd guess. So yeah, that gives you an idea of how big this is. It's been going for a long time. All right, for this, I'm gonna go for. Grab my hair first color. Oh no, a lot of people do this. So if you could probably like type into YouTube right now, Artfight 2026 or something like that, and you can see like people doing attacks and stuff. You can see people probably doing other live streams of it too. This is okay. Let me retackle that question too because I think I might be asking something different. The way this is hosted is it's hosted through its own site. So if you wanted to go off of YouTube, you go to artfight.net, which is its site. It is artfight.net. Artfight is all one word. And you can see what it looks like over there. Right now, Team Comedy is winning with 34% of the points, almost 35. With Team Tragedy close behind at 33.23, with Mystery in last at 31.79%. But it's basically a way for people to come together and share art with each other. I'll actually do this. Whoops. Did the thing again. So you can think of this like a little card. This is like a. I'm presuming you know what a business card is, right, Fari? I think it's pretty common sense what a business card would be. You can kind of think of this as like a business card where I share this in different places where I know artists and stuff, and this gives them an idea of like, hey, okay, this is like uh, which team this person's on for the year, and this is who some of the characters that they might want art of. This is who they would look to attack essentially, or who like they want to do fan art of. That's kind of how to think of this. So it's like it's just a quick little business card so people can get a quick glimpse of like what you are, what characters you have, and what you might offer up in return. Also, I did not need to put that there. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to erase this one here because I'm gonna come in later with the top hair essentially. But back here I can have my hair. Which part? Which part are you asking is like a commission? Sorry, so I can understand your question better. I know what you're saying. I understand. No worries. I think you missed an M there, but it's okay. But yeah, like what part are you asking is a commission? I think realistically I can have that. I'll just be like that, and then I'll come in and I'll fill this in. So anybody could take this template that it's in the background for their team, and they basically look the same. They're just stylized to like represent the teams, right? So everybody makes essentially their own. Everybody makes their own business card and then hands them out. Um, Nobody's expected to make anything for anybody. It's not required. It is just like, hey, this is my business card. If you want to know what I'm all about, here it is. If you want to give me some fan art that's just for fun. Hand it, like, you can go from there kind of thing. None of these are paid or anything. They're just like fan arts. They're just meant to be free. They're meant to be fun. They're meant to show camaraderie and love for one another as an artist kind of thing, and to have fun. I know someone who is doing a lot of characters at once because there's a mechanic in Artfight called a mass attack, MAAS or MASS, excuse me, mass attack, where you set up your art to be of a ton of different people, and then you get points for basically every single one of them depending on how much work you put in. So like nobody's expected to do anything for anybody else. It is just like people come together, they want to make art, and they want to make art for cool people, hopefully. And then they put it on, and it's fun. I really hope I didn't just hear fucking fireworks at 11 in the morning right now. Maybe somebody out there is doing construction or some bullshit. That was weird. Just gonna quickly fill it in so I'm not wasting my time. I hear the lawnmower at 8 a.m. every weekend. That's rough. What the hell are they like lawn mowing so much? They got to do it every weekend. That's crazy. That grass must be a monster. So a lot of what I've been doing, trying to do for this year and this art fight session is I've been trying to make character references for the characters I actually want drawn. So I have 2 of them ready to go, and I have a third one I got to do. But I also need to do this calling card here, so we're working on that today. And I'll probably also work on the reference art here when I'm done. Thank you for the hydrates, Neil. I appreciate it. Happy Tuesday, gamer. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the player start as well. And thank you for the cheese. Hello. Whoops. Technically, I'll close that up. Sorry, talking about the lawnmower story they have here, saying, I don't know, they only do it in summer, not even in spring. The yard is pathetic. They don't look after it at all. There's just random trash everywhere. Bizarre. That is really weird. Out where I live, it's kind of, you really got to put a lot of water, a lot of care into planting your yard if you want to like maintain it being at all green. So a lot of us just let them all go to dry grass. So none of like nobody's yard around here looks appealing, but I kind of wish they almost did, because I would like to sit out in the grass rather than dry grass. But it is what it is. I just realized with my avatar, my ears cut off technically. There's technically not a like an ear back here. My hair is weird and funky. Yeah, I'm in the drier. You can. You're correct in assuming that I'm in the drier parts of America. Yep. Correct. That's pretty good, I think. Are they aligned? I'd say those are aligned. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right. Lock those down. We're going to do top hair. Whoops. Help. I can't spell. Okay. Let me quickly lower the opacity on the hair so I can make sure I know what I'm drawing on. Dang, my Wi-Fi is bad. No worries, gamer. I've had a weird thing. I've been watching Summer Games Done Quick 2026. Shout out to anybody if anybody's loving some speedruns out there on that channel. But for whatever reason, I've noticed like I don't know if it's like my internet's been going bad or if like weirdly enough their host stream's like really having a rough time. But like sometimes it just buffers and it doesn't like want to like update. And I'm like, you okay out there, guys? Like, hello? Is it me? Am I the problem? It's been really weird trying to figure that out. I don't think I have a definitive answer yet either. So I'm like, okay. So who knows? Maybe it's a like a server thing or something. You watching the World Cup at all? No. I decided. Not only am I not really happy that it's hosted here in America with a president who doesn't like actually support its citizens. Uh, FIFA doesn't like really deserve my attention either. They're not like a really good corporation either, so I'm not gonna really bother watching. I used to really love it as a kid, but that love has since faded. I'm hoping just America gets its ass kicked, frankly. I heard I think Mexico might have lost, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta check maybe. I have some chooms who are like listening in and keeping their pulse on it. So they probably know what's up. Well, I don't. It already did? Cool. I'm glad. For those of you hanging out on Twitch, an ad break's going to roll in about a minute, so y'all are aware. They'll roll for 30 seconds before you're back in the action. Belgium 4-1. Nice. Let's go. I need to go a little bit rounder here and come up a little more. We'll see. Kicked her ass at the cup, really? Did not know. Yeah, I'm not tuned in that much. The only sports I watch these days is sumo. You'll hear me yap about that one when sumo starts up in a couple of weeks. Actually, in a week. Can you believe it, guys? Sumo, just a week away. I am so thrilled by this information. Yeah, sumo. Yeah, I got into it because there's a Twitch channel out there that rebroadcasts it, and it has been something that's been great for my brain. So I'm gonna catch. I'm gonna get to tune in in the July sumo Grand Sumo tournament. That's exciting. Welcome back from ads, y'all. Doing a little bit of tweaking on the hair that I'm working on here. Remember when we were talking about Deltarune a while back? Yeah. Vaguely. I think I know. I don't know if we. I don't think we talk about anything specific. At least I don't think we did. Might have to make my shoulders smaller. We'll see. Snell says, never really care about sports, but my country is out, and I was never going to root for the U.S. considering where the country is right now. Exactly. Real and true. So if it interests you, I found out I'll have 7 chapters and 6 releasing next year. That is good to hear. The end is in sight. I'm not very kind to Toby Fox when I say this, and I feel kind of bad because like I know game developers don't deserve to catch this flack, but I'm tired of waiting to play Deltarune in its entirety. I'm tired. I know it takes a long time to build a fucking video game. I imagine if I had been following Deltarune from its inception, I would have been just as crazy. Because I can be a little impatient bitch when I want to be. But finally, Toby Fox will stop blueballing his fans, and I'm so excited about that. Finally. I remember for like the week that Deltarune 5 came out, I was like looking at Twitch, I was like, alright, great, everybody's hopping on this, so I can't watch anybody. Because like I would like to play it for you guys and like take you along for the ride. I don't know if it's going to be a good time though, like I don't know if y'all remember the fiasco that Markiplier had when he tried to play Undertale back in the day, and he just got like entirely fucking spoiled for it, and like got people like climbing up his ass because he didn't play it how they wanted to, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to re-experience that nightmare with Deltarune, but I at least want to give it a shot because I think the stories that Toby's writes are at least deserving of putting them out for the big world to see. Please wait. Please release chapter 6 and 7 together. I don't care if we gotta wait significantly longer. True. That's kind of what I want to actually. Sup, Bogues? How you doing? We're working on some art today. Hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. Also talking a little bit about Deltarune here. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it's been crazy because I'm in a server where some folks are already fairly immersed in the Deltarune happenings, so to speak, where they're talking about theories and stuff. And I know nothing about Deltarune outside of like the first two chapters because I played those back when they came out. But now I know about like I know that there's a thing called the Woody theory out there, and I'm like, are we really like so? Are we putting our game theory hats on a little too hard where we're like combining different series together in theories and lore? So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because I'm like, it's crazy to me hearing about Woody theory, and I'm like looking at this, it's like, what the fuck are we doing with our lives? I can't like fault anybody because I had a phase in my life where I was like that too. But it's like, what is this? It's like I'm holding like a paper in front of my face, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? uh, so I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that those chapters release sooner rather than later. I think I'm gonna make my head a little bigger here. I wasn't spoiled on Silk Song Safari. That's true. So hopefully, considering we're a smaller community here and try to keep a tight leash on those things. Hopefully, we'll be fine if I play those. I was honestly disappointed that Chapter 5 didn't wait to get released with Chapter 6 and 7, says Snail. I don't know. I don't know why. I wonder what Toby was thinking when deciding those things. I'm not gonna pretend to know, but it's interesting stuff thinking about it. Yeah, it looks a little more like a head. There we go. Hey, have fun with Warframe, Fari. Hope you have a good time. Are you excited? Actually, yeah, I know you're gonna leave, but I hope you're excited for TennoCon. Make sure and tune in on the streams if you want some free goodies. It'll be fun to watch TennoCon. I'm excited for that coming up in a couple of days. Not a couple of days, but like a little while. I also did just minimize all my screens on my desktop. Oops. That comes up Saturday. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Snail says my brother still hasn't played. Can't wait for Mesa Prime. True Fari. Sorry. Snail says my brother still hasn't played Chapter 5, so it's been making up crazy political spoilers while playing to not accidentally spoil something real for my brother. Nice. I respect it. I really want to make the joke of Mr. Brother, get down from the spoilers, but I think it's stupid. I don't think it's a joke that can land that easily, but it's fine. We're fine. I do. Actually, last Friday I was just fucking about in Warframe. So if you want to check out what I was doing in Warframe, feel free to peep that. I've done VODs for what did I do? I did Second Dream, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think I might have played The Sacrifice on the stream. I know I played whatever precursor was to New War. I forget what that one is off the top of my head. It's the one where you start learning about Teshin, you learn about the Grineers' involvement, like the Orkins' involvement in the war a little bit more. You learn about like the Ravenous Maws and stuff, and then I played New War on stream. Did I do 1999 on stream? I think I did do 99 on stream. I think, could be wrong. And then we did Old Peace on stream, which is a lot of fun too. I didn't do J Constellations on stream, but I had a good time with that with my friend on his stream. So I've done a lot of Warframe. Can't believe the bullet that shot this political figure turned his neck into a Dark World, says Snail. That is a crazy like conspiracy theory to like hide Deltarune. That's so funny. That's so funny. Alrighty, let's get some. I'm gonna do one more layer here, I think, with clothing. Just started, but I got 2 primes. Nice. You got a long road ahead of you. Trust me. The story does pick up. It's very interesting at times. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Warframe's story can be a little shaky at times, but I think it still makes up for it in a lot of ways. So I think you're gonna have a good time with it. as long as you stick with it and can stomach the grind in some ways. It's going to be a very long road, yeah. I think we're finally approaching. I mean, TennoCon this year is going to be interesting because I think we're approaching a big story beat. So I mean, if you tune into TennoCon this year, maybe be aware that you might get spoiled for some stuff, but like also like you can get looking forward to what's coming in the future for Warframe, which is fun. I might. I don't know if I'm gonna stream Warframe necessarily very soon. I don't know if I got plans. Really, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a Grendel Prime because Grendel makes me feel things. Grendel, and I'll probably work on Gauss later as well. But I don't know if I'm gonna stream that or not. Maybe I should, but it is not off the table. We have done Warframe streams in the past. Yo, how goes the art fight? Pretty good. I'm working on I'm basically working on prep. I'm a little behind, but I try to take this event slow because otherwise I get burnt out. So we're trying to take it slow. Hope you're doing well though, Papas. Just relaxing, basically. Got some Gauss Prime parts if you want. I don't know if I need any right now, but if I need them, I guess I'll hit you up. I'm working on a little bit of platinum grinding so I can get my Grendel. My man, my big man. All right, that's enough of a Monopoly soundtrack. Actually, I lied. We're gonna start it up again because I like listening to the beginning song, and then we'll switch tracks here. You do not, and I mean, do not try to get Gauss regular. You'll get burned out very, very easily, speaking from experience. I've heard getting Grendel from just like normally is pretty rough too, but we'll see. I've been waiting to get Grendel in the circuit, which you may or may not have done. Because the circuit's hot take, the circuit is available too early in the story. With Duviri, but if you get him in the circuit, get Grendel in the circuit is what I've heard. But I imagine there's quite a few frames that are like that, where it's like don't try and get it regularly. Try and see if you can wait it out and get them for free in the circuit by playing a decent game mode. I need to retool this arm. I kind of fucked it up a little bit. Whoops. Yeah, I need to fix this. This is bad. I made my arm look bumpy when I didn't intend to. Oops. And I'll cut this down a little bit here more. Or why does it say there's green up here? What the fuck? What the hell? There we go. That's better. Ooh, Argentina 3-2. Nice. Let's go. I am actually rooting for Argentina too. I don't think Venezuela was in a World Cup, but I'm rooting for Argentina because a lot of my chooms are rooting for Argentina as well. Yeah, it's not bad. That's better. I kind of do want to have it like look like I have like a little funky tank top going on there. It's kind of what I have in my original one here, which is what I use for a lot of things. This is going to be an evolution of this profile picture I'm using here. It's going to be these are all styled after Cave Story, and in particular Curly Brace. And this is going to be her sad, because I think it's going to be funny if I do this with considering I'm on Team Tragedy. I think it'd be funny. Okay, let me get some shading going on here. And normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to use one layer for each of these, which is not necessarily recommended. What the fuck? Oh, I erased. I was like, what? Why is that wrong? What art program? Oh, excuse me. Wow. What art program am I using? That was a weird, like, mess of syllables that came out of my mouth. I'm using Clip Studio Paint. I think it's just really nicely built over things like Photoshop. That just make this a better program to use for drawing. It's a bit of an expensive program, especially if you like want the full suite of like actual good features from Clip Studio Paint EX is the version I'm using. I don't know if you can see. I don't think I have the. Yeah, I don't have the window title visible on stream, but I am using the more expensive version. But I shouldn't say this on stream. It'd probably give me some flack. But there are definitely ways of going on the internet and finding ways to get it for cheaper. And they're also like you can also buy it for relatively cheap when it goes on sale about every year, like 6 months or so, I think is what it kind of rotates on. But I do like this program a lot. It's really fun. I know some people have gripes with it when they're trying to animate. I know some people don't like that. It's not the greatest thing to use. It relies on kind of like an anime style of animation where it uses cells, CELES, or sorry, CELS. Spelling is hard. Can you tell? I'm a dog. I don't spell normally. But it uses cells as a means to achieve its animation, which doesn't really work for everybody's brain, I know. Sometimes it doesn't work for my brain either, but it mostly works.